Good afternoon. My name is Tasha Tipton. Today I would like to talk to you about the dangers of smoking. Can you imagine waking up one day to a room filled with toxins such as arsenic, methane, paint, and nicotine, poison and ammonia, and then looking over at the table and finding food that was made from these chemicals and asking you to eat them? Would you? Probably not. Would you wonder what someone was trying to do to you? Yes, you probably would. Think that someone was trying to harm you. This horrible, atrocious concoction of poisonous toxins is all found in one small cigarette. Just one. And today I would like to show you just a picture of all those toxins. So can you imagine ingesting about 6 to 10 of these a day or more? Smoking has been found to be the leading and preventable cause of death in the United States today, according to the CDC Health and Effects of Cigarette Smoking. The effects of cigarette smoking consume the human body and cause several internal and external signs of early premature aging and body decay. Quit smoking and you will be given a much healthier lifestyle to include no risks of inhaling smoke to yourself or others, and find a way to stop slowly killing your body. Today I will cover the basic effects of smoking and the differences and reasons why smoking affects others, to include your families and your friends, and how and why you should stop smoking. Now let's take a look at the effects of smoking. There are a few short-term causes, and according to the CDC, they include saturated smell of cigarettes on your clothing, yellow teeth, foul-smelling nicotine breath, yellowish brown fingernails, habit-forming lipping continuously while waiting for another cigarette. And that's just short-term. Long-term effects, according to the American Cancer Association, smoking lung diseases account for the vast majority of long-term smoking effects, and smoking is known to cause throat cancer. And nearly 440,000 individuals die due to cigarette-related causes. One of them is lung cancer, and I'd like to briefly show you a picture of that. On the right, you will see a picture of a healthy lung, and on the left, you will see a picture of a lung cancer lung, one that has been smoking for many, many years. And that's just one. Premature aging of skin, higher risk of heart disease. Now we're going to discuss the risks of second-hand cigarette smoking. Second-hand smoking is the combination of smoke from the burning end of a cigarette and the smoke breathed out by smokers themselves. Second-hand smoke contains more than 7,000 chemicals. Hundreds are toxic and about 70 can cause cancer. Since the 1964 Surgeon General's report, 2.5 million adults were non-smokers that died because they breathed second-hand smoke. There is no risk-free level of exposure to secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke causes numerous health problems, also to include infants, children, including more frequent and severe asthmatic attacks, respiratory infections, ear infections, and sudden infant death syndrome. Smoking during pregnancy results in more than 1,000 infant deaths annually. Some of the health conditions caused by secondhand smoke in adults include coronary heart disease, stroke, and lung cancer. To include also harming innocent people in our public, in our restaurants, the workplace, in your own home, around your family, your friends. And smoking affects non-smokers about 3,000 deaths every year. Now that we have covered the effects of cigarette smoking and the risks, let's proceed on to how we can quit cigarette smoking. To improve health and live a longer life, according to the cancer.gov website, quitting smoking cuts cardiovascular risks. Just as 1 year after quitting smoking, your risk for a heart attack drops sharply. Within 2 to 5 years after quitting smoking, your risk for stroke could fall to about the same as in non-smokers. If you quit smoking, your risk for cancer of the mouth, the throat, the esophagus, and the bladder drop by half. And in 10 years after you quit smoking, your risk for lung cancer drops by half. Now, you can get help from your friends, your family, or doctors. And to have a friend help, or if you want to help, more or less, you can generally encourage someone who smokes to quit. Think about the comments about smoking as only one event that moves a person toward quitting. Start any discussion of quitting in a gentle way and let the person know that you want him or her to quit, and give the person the reasons why you want them to stay with us just a little bit longer, instead of yelling at them and degrading them or speaking condescendingly to them. One good way to begin is to mention a new treatment option you have heard or you've read about in the newspaper maybe. Make it short or in a magazine. But just try to make it short, like I said a second ago, and ask whether there is a way that you can help him or her quit. And try to reattempt speaking to that person about 6 to 12 months. Family and friends are a valuable source of support and motivation for a person who's trying to quit smoking. People who have already quit are an even greater resource because they provide a better sense of comfort and offer more tips for success. Help distract him or her, join activities, exercise, lunchtime, hobbies, ask them to go to the movies when they get the craving, ignore their grouchy mood swings, provide a reward when he or she meets their goal or their milestone without using tobacco. Ask the person what he or she needs from you. If you smoke, don't smoke around the person who's trying to quit. If you have quit smoking, talk often to the person about positive changes in your health and sense of well-being. Most people who try to quit many times will try repeatedly before they become successful. And never give up your efforts. Praise them continually for their effort. And encourage him or her by trying to say, if you try again, say, when you try again. Studies show that most people who don't succeed in quitting will try again in the near future, according to the CDC. In conclusion, all of these reasons listed I gave you today should make you want to stop smoking. The effects are real and the evidence is solid, proving that smoking not only affects yourself but others around you. So stop and think of your future and how you're going to provide for your family if you're stuck on a ventilating machine fighting for your life. How about seeing your grandkids grow, or off to college, or your great-grandchildren? Think of your friends who deeply care for you and need you in their own life. Sometimes they'll need to ask for some advice and will just need a friend to lean on in hard times. How about the innocent bystanders who may have been pregnant and breathing in toxic fumes from your own cigarette? The message is clear. It's time to stop smoking. Smoking kills, and it's your decision to make the right decision and choice to live. Don't smoke. Thank you.